Welcome to another episode of Whiteboard Wednesday. My name is Manny Fraser, and I am your sales mentor. My goal today is to show you one key framework that's going to help you in overcoming objections, but not just overcoming objections, any concern that your clients may have. Okay? It's called the AAA. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to acknowledge. You're going to associate. And then you're going to ask. So let's break this down. When someone brings you a concern, a lot of times the concern that they're bringing to you is just a question that they have or something that they're thinking about. A lot of times for us as salespeople or trainers, we want to quickly answer the concern. Here's an example of a concern. Do all your trainers work late? Yeah, they do. Do you have any male trainers? Yes, we do. Do you have any female trainers? Yes, we do. So we ask these questions, answer these questions. What are the certifications? They have CanFit Pro and they have all this other stuff. Okay, here's the issue with answering questions blindly. You as a salesperson or you as a Fit Pro, you want to know the answer to that question before they ask it. A lot of times, you might not know the answer. So you're quickly blindly answering questions that might turn into another objection. So before you do that, slow yourself down and acknowledge, associate, and ask. So here's how that's work, okay? So let's say, for instance, they got a concern. The concern is, what certifications do your trainers have? They got NASM or CanFit Pro. You're blindly blurting out certs. Before you do that, acknowledge. Sheila, I totally understand that you're asking about certs. Our trainers are definitely certified. This question that you're asking is a question that all our clients ask who purchase training. What cert are you actually looking for right now? Well, I'm looking for FSC. Got it. I'm looking for DTS level 1. Cool. I'm looking for exercise therapy. Amazing. Before you answer the question, acknowledge that the fact that they're asking the question, acknowledge you, associate it with buying behavior, associate with buying behavior. And then re-ask the question. 2 frameworks you got to understand here. Number 1, the person asking the question is the person in charge. So the moment that you start letting your client ask the questions is the moment that they are in charge of everything. And they might take that consultation anywhere you want by you not being in charge. You want to be in charge by holding on to those questions. Number 2, your main goal is not to prove them wrong, it's to prove them right. Your main goal is not to prove your prospect wrong, it's to prove them right. Help them make this decision. A lot of times as trainers, we want to get in arguments. I remember there was a trainer who got in an argument with a client about whether or not they can lose weight and gain fat at the same time. What are we talking about here? If that's the case and you're going to start getting in arguments with clients, what ends up happening is that you're just in a grudge match with your client about who's right, who's wrong. Hold on. So I'll use this concern right here. Lose fat, gain strength. Can these be opposing? Maybe, but that's not what I want to know. Tim, I totally understand that you want to lose fat and gain strength at the same time. That concern that you have is actually it's realistically a lot of my clients who want to gain strength really talk to me about the fact, can they actually do these 2 things together? My question is this: what exactly is the body fat percentage that you want to get, and what do you want your bench press to be? All I'm doing is I'm rephrasing the question, reframing it back to them, and instead of me trying to answer the question that they have and get into this long, drawn-out argument if they can do this and this, I just want to understand why they're asking that question. Because there's a lot of ways to answer that question. I don't want to answer until I understand. A lot of times as trainers, we have to ask more. Slow yourself down. Ask more questions. Understand where your client is coming from, and I guarantee you'll not only gain more clients, but you'll keep the clients you have. So remember these 3 things. Acknowledge your client's questions. Associate with buying behavior or associate with positive behavior. Okay? And then reframe by asking that question back to them until you understand what it is they actually want to know. All right? Thank you so much for tuning in. If you got something out of today's episode, make sure you share it with a friend. I'm your sales mentor, Manny Fraser, and I'm out. Peace.